All right, good morning, beautiful ladies. I'm going to get started here. I'm guessing Margot's going to hop on soon. She just asked if there's a hangout, so I put the link in the group. So I do have a few things that I want to go over this morning. So the first one is that I was sharing with some like clients from a couple years ago the other day that one of the things that I love about coaching is I feel like this business is like, it allows me to grow. It allows me to be a constant learner. It allows me to like have a platform and a way of like always challenging myself, right? And so in the process, like I've learned that, you know, I have dream clients who jump in and start the program and don't really need me to hold their hand, but they're probably like 1 out of every 50. And so more people need some hand holding and things like that. But I like taking ownership on that. And I like doing that the same with coaches. So what I have done, and I'm gonna send it in the email today, and I would like those of you that want to do this to update your information, okay? So I've created a tracking system that I'm going to use for all coaches who come in, and you don't have to be our personally sponsored. So like Kim, if you want to participate in this, because I know you're on Margot's team, like you're more than welcome to put your name in. I only have our personally sponsored coaches on here right now. So I have 2 sheets on this tracking sheet. And what it is if it's green, it means that that coach has gone emerald. And these are the ones that I just started working on this last night. So I haven't put in all the information or anything like that. So I would like you to go through and actually put like a yes, a no, because I think what often happens is that we get to a point where then we're like, I don't know where I go next, right? I don't know what the next step is. Okay, I've done the Empower Squad, but I bet you most of you don't know that I have an Emerald training on our website, right? Like, even though it's there, it's just, this is a way for you to kind of systematically work through up until kind of Emerald, if that makes sense. And then beyond that, I will be working on the diamond diamond checklist. So anyone who is on this, that fills it out and actually participates, I'll remove the coaches that don't want to, that's fine. Because some people are more working on themselves. Some people are just not ready yet to be there, and that's totally fine. It's just a way for us to like make sure that we're providing you with the next steps to move forward in your business. And I know that like Mandy uses this with coaches, and it's just a way that has helped kind of people stay streamlined and focused. So I will have a link to this in the email, the weekly email, and you are more than welcome to just update your information as you work through it. And if one of the questions doesn't make sense to you, like maybe you don't get the weekly coach check-in emails from me because they go into your spam folder, then you can reach out to me and be like, hey T, I'm not getting any emails from you. Or if you don't know how to find the Team Upward University training, then you know to ask for where do I find that, because then we can direct you in that direction. But if we don't know what you don't know, right, then we can't help you move forward. And once you've reached Emerald and everything has kind of gone through here, then we would move into this diamond where we look at like, okay, do you have your active Emerald on each side? Do you have your other active coaches? And explain this kind of system to you based on that. Does that make sense? So that's the first one. Yeah. So tracking. The second part, the second thing that I wanted to share with you is I didn't get to the calendar yet, so I will update the calendar today, but I'm gonna take these ideas for posts, and I'm actually going to put these ideas for posts right into them, because I really think it transfers simply to April, to May, to June. It doesn't necessarily just have to be about that. So when March, what are you loving about 10 rounds? Not everyone coach is going to do that. What are you loving about the program that you're currently doing? It doesn't have to be 10 rounds. It's just, you know, So I'm going to put these in as the posting ideas on that calendar because I feel like it gives you 31 different ideas. And you don't have to use them all for sure, but sometimes people are stuck on what to post. So we'll have that up in the team group today. So that was the calendar. One thing that we wanted to, actually I'm going to get to that one after. So for those of you who don't know about the website, just really quickly, you can see my website, Ashley, can you give me a thumbs up?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So on the website, under join our team, if you ever have a coach that wants to go through the information, I have all the videos here on the free coach info session. Just don't let them click the button because then it will come to us. But there is an actual open Emerald training. So it explains Emerald, what it is. You know, we have some really awesome resources here, some checklists and things like that that you can use just to help you with your Emerald goal, okay? The diamond training is locked. So you would have to ask me for the password because I don't want people jumping into the diamond training without actually going through the Emerald training first, okay? And that one was a diamond training that I did like, I wanna say a year ago in December or January, but it was absolutely amazing. It was like Danielle Natoni and Melissa McAllister, and it was completely mind-blowing, that training. So I put all of it into the diamond training. So just making sure that you know where to find some of those resources. The last part was, that I wanted to talk about today was the free group. We are starting this week. So it's always the same group. I will probably change it next year, but I'll run with it for a full year because we'll get a ton of people in there. So you're more than welcome to join. There are people waiting to get in. I know some of them are Renata's and some of them are Margot's. So you might want to double check who has asked to join to go in there. It's good to go. I just need somebody to help with I think it was Thursday. Oh, I didn't post it in here. So in the Thursday one, which is water. So if anyone wants to take on hydration, we have the other days covered. But what you need to do if you are planning your posts ahead of time, you can even do it from your phone now too. You can actually schedule posts from your phone, which is new-ish. But if I wanted to post something and I just randomly pick a photo from my computer, right? And I just want to put this in here. We're starting. I'm not going to actually do it. And then you go down to the bottom here with the little clock. Okay, so you click on the clock and then you click on the calendar and you click on the date and the time that you want the post to go up and you hit schedule. And it's really that simple. The only thing is that the only person who can see your scheduled posts is you. I'm the owner of the group. I can't see what you've posted. All right, or scheduled. I can see what you posted once it goes up, but I can't see what you've scheduled. So I've had a few coaches ask me for like feedback and stuff, and it doesn't let me see them, even as like the owner of the group. So that is how you schedule your posts if you are planning ahead of time. And most of you should be admin or moderator in the group, so you shouldn't need permission to schedule. It's only admins and moderators that can do that. So if you don't see this schedule post, then let me know so I can make sure you're an admin or a moderator and you can have access to scheduling. And the last thing that Joyce and I wanted to chat with you about was we are going to go, or we're planning on going, to the one in New York in November. All right. So I know that it has San Jose up there right now, but our plan is to go to the one to the New York in November. And so we're putting it out there to you guys because there is a way that you could earn us covering the cost of your ticket. And if you want to know that way, then let me know. It isn't cheap to go by any means, but I've known for a long time that I want to go. We saw him speak in Vancouver. He was here summer 2018, I believe. And it was like, I mean, we only saw him for what, 3 hours, I think? It was 2 or 3 hours that we saw him speak. And it was absolutely like just so captivating. And he is phenomenal and amazing. And I know it will change not just our businesses, but our lives. So if you want more information about it, I think it would be really cool to go as a team, to have all of us there. And there definitely, like I said, is a way that you could earn us covering the cost of your ticket. But that's something we could have a conversation about. All right, so I think that's it for me today. One of the things on the tracking system, or on that tracker that I showed you, was feels comfortable using the Success Club tracker. So I will say this again and again, and I feel like I'm the only one that comes to the meetings with it actually scored. So I had 87% last week, which is above 85, which is my goal. So all I do is add them up from each day. There's 17 little boxes each day, give it myself a total on the bottom. Not every day is perfect, and that's totally fine. Divide it by 119, and that gives me my percentage. And your goal is to improve on this. It is not to be perfect. If you're just starting out and you're like, what the frick is that? And all you get done is like workout, drink Shakeology, do your social media posts, some workout clips in your stories, and follow up with 3 people, then you check it off. And next week you do a little bit more, right? But the only way that you're ever going to grow in this business is if you actually assess yourself, right? Because that's how we, I hated the word reflection when I did my teaching practicum, because we just felt like that was all the word that we all heard all the time. We had to write a reflection on every lesson that we gave. We had to write a reflection on the unit plans. We had to write reflections on our reflections. So I felt like the word reflection was like, we were always like, don't say the word reflection. But honestly, it's the only way that we move forward in the business, is by actually looking at what we did and how we can improve for next week. It's not about being perfect. And I feel like so many times we use this and it gets in our way. When, like, I loved what Jasmine said to me the other day. I had her on a call, and the girl is fierce. Like, I never knew anyone that would send Oprah Winfrey an invite. Seriously, she hopped on Instagram and she invited Oprah Winfrey because she was like, that was the scariest person that I could possibly invite. Yeah, I would never think of inviting Oprah Winfrey. And so we were chatting on a call the other day, and she said, I just got to this point where I was like, I would talk myself out of sending someone a message. I'd be like, oh, but she wouldn't want my message, and oh, she wouldn't want to do this program. And she was like, forget that. How am I going to know if they don't ask, right? I'm putting it out to the universe that she doesn't want it, when maybe she really does. And I'm not even giving her the chance to say no. I've already decided for her that she's not going to want it, when I shouldn't. I remember one guy saying I shouldn't play God. So I just think that use this as a learning tool, right? Use it as and there is an app. If you want to, you use it on your phone and you have an iPhone. It is called the SC Bat. It's a beautiful turquoise color. Or you can use something like, I know that the app I used to use, I think they discontinued it. There are apps like list apps where you can actually like create a list that will repeat every day, and you check them off as you do them, right? I'm not one to do it on my phone. I'm going to do it in my book. And then the last thing was I started doing, I know I've talked to you guys a lot about like my book and what I do every day. I actually started, instead of just listing out this stuff, I actually have started writing down the time of day on the side from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. and filling it in there so that I can see where there is time to, like, maybe today go for a walk, or read a book, or to do other things, so that I'm way more intentional with my time, because that is my goal for this year for sure, is to be extremely intentional with time. I am going to schedule 3 to 4 power hours a week, and I'll post them up ahead of time so that if you can hop onto any of them, just feel free. It's always going to be the same length for a power hour. Just feel free. And I do think I have it set for can join without posts. So if, like, I know Ashley and Laura and Jasmine, because they were on a Team Cup team, they hopped on quite a few little power hours where they would, go on together. I believe you can use my Zoom link for the power hours without me actually even being there, because it's set to can join without host. You just wouldn't be able to like record or anything like that, but it's not like we're recording a power hour anyway. So I just talked to you for almost 20 minutes. Now it's my, congratulations on the first 5 years. Yeah. Oh, who did we just lose? We just lost Sarah. So this, I do have to say this. Oh, there she is. This is the first time in 5 years of coaching that our Team Cup team, everyone has hit Success Club. First time in 5 years. So Clarissa and I are like jumping for joy because we all actually get the shirt and we all get the bag, which is pretty phenomenal. So congratulations, ladies. And I know that Ashley and Jasmine and Laura's team, like you guys, you did so well and you grew so much this month. And I think that that was like key for so many of you, right? Like to see you guys step up and to share and to lean on each other. I was like, wow, it was amazing. So congratulations to you guys as well. It was a fun month. Okay, I'm done. Who's talking? Who's that?
I had actually sent a sample workout to somebody, and it was for the 21-day fix, and it was part of that PDF that had all like samples, but I sent her the actual PDF link from that list, and she said she wasn't able to try the sample workout because it wanted her to sign up first, which I thought, I don't think that's supposed to happen. You're supposed to be able to just try the sample workout, right?
So I have seen Margot actually showed me on hers. Everyone that I've sent it to, only one person was asked to fill in my information. And all they need, they don't have to put anything in. They just need to put your info in. So this is what I started doing. When I send them the sample workout, just give me 2 seconds. I'm going to show you the message I send them. So I send them a message that says, here is the PDF with the workouts on it. All you have to do is hover over the workout name and you'll be able to click on them to do the workout. If you are asked for my coach information, here it is. And so I give them my ID, my name, my email address. Other than that, you should be good to go. Enjoy, beautiful. And then I give them like 4 days and I'm like, hey, have you tried a workout yet? Right? Like, I'm not going to be breathing down their neck to do it, but I just send that ahead of time in case they are presented with that situation. I didn't have to. When I logged out of Beachbody On Demand and clicked on the link, it just took me directly to the workout. But I did have one person that was asked to provide information.
Okay.
So it just kind of like beats that because then they're like, oh, it's not weird. Like, because Margot even sent me a picture of it and it was really basic information that it was asking for. It wasn't asking for them to like put in any credit card information, nothing. It was just the super basic stuff. So, and the cool thing about that is if they are asked for the information, they're now showing up as a client in your email list. Right? Okay. So it's a way to, then you can email them from your coach office when there's announcements and things like that because you have their email address. So, so it kind of would work in your favor. Just, beat her to the punch with that.
Okay, awesome.
Okay. And the other thing I would really recommend doing is, so I started saying in my messages, this is what I've been doing, following up with like people that we've connected with, from forever ago. I say, hey, I truly hope all is well with you. So I'm wondering if I can ask for a favor from you. I know it's weird to jump into the unknown. And so what I've done, even though I didn't do it, is create a document with 9 free workout samples attached to it so people can see some of the different program styles. Would you be interested in trying some of them out? I would love your feedback. Right? So use a message to something like that to people that you've talked to in the past because you're asking them for a favor. So they already feel like, oh, wow, why is she asking for me for advice? They feel special. And the other thing is you're taking ownership over the document. I didn't make it. So I found it in that Boss Babes Mastermind group. Like, I did not make that. It was amazing that it was there, but I don't have to tell someone that. Right? It's the same when I send a share cart to someone. I say, I put you on auto ship because it saves you shipping. If they ordered if they ordered like extras like Energize, yeah, I put it on auto ship because it saves them on shipping. But the Shakeology is already done, right? If they get pre and post workout, it's already set up that way. I didn't do it. I didn't turn it on. It does save the money on shipping, but then I say, I'll teach you how to turn it off. It's not mandatory, right? So, so there's always that option. It comes down to the confidence in your wording, because then you're like taking away the fire that they're going to have to negate what you're going to say. Good? Does that help?
Yes. I'm just processing. It's good.
Okay, who's next? Congratulations to Renata for hitting Success Club 10.
Woo!
You get free customers, like first commission.
Awesome, thank you.
We got a guy, one of our first commissions, it was $230.
Wow.
Just the commission.
Awesome.
I was like, wow, he ordered $1,000 worth of stuff and we got commission.
I do have a question with how the Beachbody On Demand shows up for customers. Because I've had a comment from one of my customers, new girl, that she says on the phone she has no problems. When she signs up on the laptop or on the computer, it keeps asking her to buy this, buy that, log in here.
Safari?
I don't think so.
Safari doesn't work. So if she's trying to do it on Safari,
I use Safari for mine and it works.
Okay. So then it's something with her browser. It has nothing to do with her account. It's not Beachbody On Demand. It's actually her browser that's not letting her get in. So I would recommend for her. So my coach office often doesn't work for me on my laptop.
Okay.
So the only one that works for me is I had to download Firefox in order to access my coach office, and I only use Firefox for my coach office. So I would just recommend with her trying different browsers, right? She might have to clear her cache. She might have to.
I had to.
Yeah, because
I had
otherwise.
to do that yesterday. Oh, I wanted to pull my hair out yesterday because I was trying to do a few things and logging in back and forth, and then it just logged me out. I wasn't able to sign. So I phoned them and they said, yeah, you have to clear out the.
Yeah. Which is why Chrome for me was so frustrating, because I was constantly having to clear my cache. Firefox, I don't have to.
Okay.
I just make sure I sign out right away. Mm-hmm. And then it's like it automatically resets. And because anytime I turn my computer off, Firefox kind of clears itself.
Okay.
And then comes back on. So I don't have an issue on my phone with it, but on my laptop, I definitely have had issues. So that would be my solution for her.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Margot, you're not allowed to be quiet like that. You always have stuff to say. She put her hands on her hips like this. Come on, lady, unmute yourself. I'll unmute you. And say good morning.
I have nothing to say.
Well, that's it, really?
No, I've had a super busy week with other stuff.
Yeah.
Stupid old TED Talks, dumb TED Talks.
Yeah.
But it's done now. But no, I'm definitely I've realized now, until I get my schedule figured out, usually I get up in the morning and I do a small workout, and then I get to work, and then I come home and I actually do a little bit of a cardio workout, and then I quickly go through what I can with Beachbody. But I realize I'm a weekend warrior.
Yeah.
So it's going to be and yesterday was taken up with TED Talks or TEDx or whatever. So today I'm going to go through and read and look. And I mean, I love seeing all the posts that I can, and I want to do it. Like I don't want to make excuses of why, because I'm not going to make excuses. I'm just going to save things and do follow up when I can on the weekends, because it's too good of an opportunity we have here, and it's too motivating and inspiring not to.
Yeah. So I feel like we hear a lot in trainings, oh, stop making excuses. I don't feel like the coaches on our team make excuses. We all live full lives, right? So it's a matter of where it fits. And that's why I did this, like, and I put this in the coach hub, so it is there. I tagged a bunch of coaches on it yesterday, but that's why I created this coaching tasks thing. So, because I really feel like when you are someone who, like Margot, is a weekend warrior or only has, you know, maybe an hour to look at stuff in a day, on your busy days, those are the things that you need to do, right? That, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things is what you need to do, right? And Christina made this beautiful new Coach Weekly to-do checklist. That's what I would do on the days that your weekend warrior days, right? That's when I would do this. So if you're looking at, you know, your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Margot, you're looking at these 8 things, right? That's it. That's what you can do realistically. So your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday on this bottom checklist aren't that. They're this, workout, blah, 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 blah. And then your Saturday and Sunday is when you're going to do more of these things here. And I would recommend that for any coach that is working full time while doing this. You know, find those little pockets where I would really recommend for your stories, do one story first thing in the morning, do one at lunch, do one right after work, do one at dinner time, and one before bed. And then you've got 5 stories, and you will show up more frequently than batch putting them all into your stories at the same time. Because anyone who's following you, you're going to get bumped to the front because your story populates, right? It's a new story, so you show to them again, right? So if you're doing that, then they're spread throughout the day. Have your social media posts ready to go, and maybe you're aiming for 4 posts a week. And, you know, and you have those ready to go, planned ahead of time. There's, you know, if on the weekend, get your pictures ready, have your posts ready in your notes on your phone, so you can literally copy and paste them into your post. So you're helping yourself out to do this stuff during the week, right? And that's just the reality of it. That isn't you making excuses. That's not anyone on this team making excuses. That's how you fit a side hustle into a busy life, a full life, and still love it, right? You don't want to be going to bed every night pulling your hair out like, oh my gosh, I didn't get to that, and I didn't get to that, and I didn't get to that, and beating yourself up. That's not the point of it. The point of it is for us to, like, step into our power, find our voice, find our confidence, find a platform to do this, and for it to bring us joy in our life, right? So don't worry about the excuses. I don't think anyone on this team needs to say that. We all have very full lives, right? So, and are doing, I believe, doing the best that we can. So, does that thing help you? Like, does that document help?
It does. I've printed it out. So this either a new coach or the other one that's there, to-do list weekly, Boss Break weekly. That's pretty much the same as the Success Club system tracking, right?
Yeah.
Just prettier.
Yeah, just prettier. And then because she made it into levels, right? So for someone who's a business builder, she actually added more stuff in on connecting with your team and having calls with your coaches and those sorts of things. So, but what I think what I would love to do with this is to turn this into a, you know, like erase the ones that aren't necessary that day. So a new coach could literally just, like, if they work 5 days a week, it doesn't matter about the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because maybe they don't work those days, you know? But so they know the things to do on the days that they're working, because it's really ultimately those 8 things. Mm-hmm. If you're doing those 8 things, you're going to move forward, because you're constantly going to be having new conversations with people, making new connections with people, and staying consistent to your journey. Yeah. Without staying consistent to your journey, it's not going to happen, right? The number one thing that always gets put on the back burner is listen to PD. And I know for you, Renata, that's not the case. But for many new coaches coming in, they don't listen to personal development. And that's a game changer. If you're not listening to personal development and watching trainings or podcasts, or have a book that you're reading that's going to help you, everything's going to kind of fizzle out. So. Yeah, so that's one of the things I would like to kind of tweak and adjust. But I wanted something that busy coaches could use, because that's the reality of who we connect with anyway, for sure.
For
I
me,
don't know any Angie Bellmares other than Angie Bellmare.
so
Right?
for me, it is still like, I find that scheduling, I have to, so I know like one of the calls someone mentioned later, or the other app, posts. So I haven't utilized them yet, and I have to start, because I find, like, just thinking of a post on the day and then posting it, and then it just takes me so much time.
Oh yeah,
I find it takes me way too much time, and it's a little frustrating. So
well, and the thing with that too is then I'm guessing from like knowing you, that it's frustrating for you because you're not conveying the message that you want to convey too, because you're just kind of scrambling to put up a post, right? Oh crap, I got a post, right? Yeah. So for me, there are certain things that I will invest money into, and this later.com has been a life changer for me. Mm-hmm. I pay for it because I'm able to do it to my Free to Be Girls page. I'm able to do it to my Free to Be Tam. I'm able to do it to our Facebook page. So I pay because it will automatically post it for me on our Free to Be Girls and the Free to Be Girls Facebook page. And so I have, like, if you look at my month, I already have up till March 10th scheduled and good to go. So it shows you what it's going to look like in your stories. Mm-hmm. It suggests hashtags for you. I can batch make a bunch of pictures on my phone, and because there's an app on my phone, I upload them from my phone to the app. They show up here in here. I was going for 7 days a week of posting, and it was just draining me. So I went through my analytics, like on my Instagram page, and found there were 4 days that I get good views. And actually I was really surprised that Friday was one of them, because I was always kind of the idea that Fridays were not a good day to post, but for some reason people like our Friday posts. So for me, it was Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday are the 4 days. And then I just copy everything over to our Facebook page, and I don't even have to think about it then. It's done. So what I try to do is like have a power hour kind of around that time, so that I am on my phone on Instagram around that time. It doesn't always work. I can't do it on Thursdays at 7 p.m. because I'm teaching Zumba. Like, it just doesn't work, but at least the post went up, right? And then I can put it into those stories later. Yeah. But it has literally been life-changing for me. I know Angie uses that app fee, which is great, but I don't want to be on my phone. I need to be able to type because I can type fast. I feel like when I type, my fingers can move as fast as my head. I know that Maxine is using this, but she's using the free version. So she's not paying for it, but it's posting it to her, getting it ready so that it posts, like it gives her a notification. So when I get a notification that the post is ready, I copy the writing and everything, and it just says open an Instagram, and you paste it right into Instagram, and it's done. And then I copy it into my Facebook. So she's using the free version, and you get a certain number per month that you can use. Yeah. So just make your life easier and have it ready, and do a bunch of have a group of pictures ready. My plan is to have, up until I would really like up until about the 22nd of March scheduled, because we leave on the 19th. And then I know that a bunch of the ones after that will be the trip pictures, right? So I don't want to do much more than that, because we'll be at the beach taking photos with Margot and Kim and Max. Max isn't on the call. She's running today.
I have another thing I wanted to say.
Okay, go for it. We love it when you talk.
So I had an idea. There are a group of us, sorry, Tamara, you're not in the group, but you don't want to be in this group. It's an over 50 group.
Oh, I have a few years to go.
So So I was thinking, because I love your posts, and I know that you post photos from the past. You post, and I'm always trying to think, oh, I must take a photo of that today and post it today. And I think that that's where I get, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to take a photo of today and post today. And you don't, I realize now, after looking at some of your photos that you post, they're from 5-6 years ago or whatever. So I was thinking, there is a group of us, in my little group anyways, and Mary Jo, Maxine, myself, Kim, Nancy. Sorry, I'm calling you all out in your ages, but
Kim is like, seriously, woman?
That Kim, she's well over 50. Like, she is so far.
Oh, right.
Anyways, so I was thinking, and I maybe was going to ask you, Tamara, for some help with this, of hiring a photographer, maybe like a junior photographer or somebody who, something like that, and doing a few shots of like all 5 of us. So we are sort of a team, a group of women over 50 who are focusing on our health and fitness, and just having them in the bank for future posting, which that later would be perfect for, and then figuring out our words later, but doing fitness ones, doing fun ones, doing dress up ones, and just doing a whole bunch of photos to have in the bank as women over 50.
I think it's brilliant. I don't think you need to hire a photographer to do it, though. I think that what would be better is that you included those of us that are under 50 in your day, and that, because Renata just lives in Maple Ridge, and maybe Ashley Brown wants to make a trip to Vancouver, and maybe Sarah wants to come and stay with us here, right? Because they know they have a home here, and that we all go, and I will happily take pictures of the over 50 crowd for you. Okay. And then we can take all pictures together, and we can do solo pictures, and we can do, right? And because if there's a group of us that are doing it, right, we can all be taking individual photos of each other at that time. And this is where it's really cool. For those of you that don't live in the Lower Mainland, don't live where we live, this is why you have to get to live events. So the next Super Saturday is in April. There is going to be one where you live. Sarah, you're in New York, right?
South Carolina.
So you're in Carolina?
Mm-hmm.
South Carolina?
Yeah.
What city are you in?
Beaufort.
Okay, you message me after, because I'm going to find you a Facebook group to join that is coaches in your area. Because I mean, this is awesome that we can hop on, and we absolutely adore you all and love spending this time with you, but it's really important that you get to like connect with people who live close to you too, right? Mm-hmm. And you can have, anyway, so I'll find that for you after. Ashley, I don't know if have you been to a Super Saturday?
No, the closest ones are in the Minneapolis
okay. How far is that
areas? Oh, it's only like 4 hours, but it's always kind of like times that I have to work, and it's too close for me to try and like to get it off and to go to
4 hours isn't a day trip.
No, I mean, it can be worth it. I've done it plenty of times. Yeah. I'm an early riser, so I'd get there ASAP, but
yeah.
It's
I just
doable.
wonder if there's like a Facebook group of kind of coaches closer to you where you guys could put together your own Super Saturday, right? Even if there's 10 of you, you're still meeting people that are close to you. So we can chat. We'll talk about this, because I know like even Sarah did. She didn't, because it was too close to her due date, Sarah Baptiste, she put together like a mini Super Saturday with a coach that lived really close to her that isn't even on our team. You know, and they did a workout in her home, and they watched the corporate video, and they got like that sort of stuff right in her house. So it's not like it has to be a big fancy event, but I really encourage, like, I think we set a date for after Punta Cana, because it's going to be warmer, right? Where we are. And then we just, take a bunch of outfits, and we find a beautiful park that hopefully somewhere there's like a nice wall we could use as a background too. I bring my light if we need our light, like bring all sorts of resources and take thousands of photos.
That would be awesome.
That we can use. And the thing more and more about posting is we're in a business of storytelling. That's what we're doing, is we're telling a story. I don't need my picture to match my story, right? I need my picture to make someone stop or read my story, but it doesn't have to be like the training video that's on our Emerald page. When you go watch it, it's Mickey Boker. Her photos are unbelievable, and they're all at the beach. She's not talking about the beach in the photos. It's just that's her theme. So she would go and take batch photos at the beach because that's what her page is, the theme of her page, but that isn't what she was writing about. You know, she was telling a story with each picture. So just use your pictures like your photo just needs to make someone stop, and you're telling a piece of your story in that write-up, right?
Just so you know, I wasn't trying to exclude you.
I'm just teasing you because I love you.
To tell you the truth, I know you're crazy busy because I know
No,
you
she
know
was
how
just trying to out us old girls. That's what she was doing.
No, I wasn't doing that either.
A hard time.
I was thinking of, I'm trying to do this without having to bother other people to do it, to help me with it. So that's why I was trying to figure out how to, but it makes way more sense.
You're making the assumption that you're bothering me. You never bother.
Well, don't know.
Hey, the young girls will make us look good, Margot. We're good.
There you go. And I'm so much younger than you, right?
But Tamara, somewhere, because Maxine had found it, there was something to do with posing. There was some sort of what the best poses are, because I seem to do the same thing all the time. Do you know where that is? Is that in the free to be?
I don't have it. I feel like it's in Uproar. In the Uproar page. Because I'm pretty sure Mickey talks about it in the video that is on our page, where she says, like, just go on YouTube and seriously type in how to pose for pictures, and you'll get like 1 million pictures. And she said, or videos, and she said, it feels weird. The way that they pose, when you do it, it feels weird, but it looks good, right? So she said she had to really wrap her head around this whole, like, I'm gonna do what? How am I gonna stand, and why? And that's gonna look like, and then the pictures looked good. So she was like, oh, okay. So they obviously know what they're talking about. I know Sorel Amor is a really big YouTuber that talks a lot about like posing and taking good pictures. And so I subscribe to her. I subscribe to Katie Steckley because I think she's cool. She's Canadian, that does a lot of like Instagram trainings that are short and sweet, little things that you can do right, you know, kind of right now stuff. I don't want to watch a training that takes me 2 hours to implement. So yeah, I think that would be brilliant. And I'll help Sarah and Ashley. We can hopefully find some coaches close to you so you guys could do something similar. Because it'd be really cool to connect with people that live close. You're always welcome here. But that's not always in the budget.
Yeah.
Right? So.
Right.
Anyone else? Any other questions and stuff we can go over for you? I'm looking at my calendar, thinking if there's anything. We're good? We need a picture then.
Wait, I have the question.
Okay.
Because I seem to be, now this is too convoluted probably, but the March, so I know we have March into Wellness or whatever that was, and then the March Meltdown, and I know they're two separate ones. One's free, one's you have to be in it. But when people decide that they want to be in either one of them, so you showed me there that 6 people have requested to be in that group. I don't think it's coming up. I don't think it's coming up telling me that I have somebody waiting to join that group.
It's not going to give you the notification. And if you're checking from your phone, it looks very different, right? So if I go to that group on my phone, so I go to the free challenges, it's way up here in this right-hand corner. this star.
Okay.
So you click on there and it says member request 6, and I have Margot, somebody who's connected to Leah R. I think I feel like that was Charlie. Someone else, Margot, and then the last 2 I believe are Renata's.
Okay.
That I see. Okay, so that you have to just constantly look there
Okay.
to see if there are people. Yeah, it doesn't give you necessarily a notification.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, because I did send out a bunch of invites, so I guess some of them have responded or gone there, and
Yeah.
I just haven't seen that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the people we have invited there last month, are they in there or do we have to re-invite them?
No, they're still there.
Okay.
Unless they choose to leave, they're still there.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and the only way that I figured out to sort them is like it'll show on my phone who I'm friends with in the first batch on the list.
Yeah, I know I have some people that I've invited, they've invited people.
Yeah.
So I'm not necessarily like friends with them. I'm like, I didn't take a note of who it was.
Yeah.
I have a quick question. So with the challenge tracker app, how is it best? So would I maybe change the look of it for March? Should I maybe change, because like I'm doing my own, I have a big group of people and it's slowly growing, but if I was to like not restart it but start day 1 out of 31 for March,
Yeah.
would I have to re-invite everyone in there?
No. So on the challenge tracker app, so this is what I'm going to do today, is because it's March today, I'm going to go to my group that's there, pardon me, and I'm going to edit my group, and I'm going to call it March Meltdown, and then I'm going to change the image, and I should have, I don't know if I put it on my computer or, and I'm just going to save it, and all the people are still there.
Okay.
The thing with those groups is they start getting kind of stagnant after a certain amount of time, right? Because people stop posting, and you'll notice, like, I think I finished the year last year with, I don't even know how many, March Meltdown. I don't know which one. I finished the year with like probably close to 500 people in that group, and it didn't by the end of the year it wasn't showing like, sorry, it just was like the energy wasn't the same as it is when it's a newer group, right? So this is all I do now. It's changed to March Meltdown. I haven't done much more with it because I know that BOD groups are coming out in April. So it kind of goes until April 1st for now. I can extend it until when I know what the BOD groups are going to look like and how to run those. So does that help?
Yes.
Okay, I want a photo. Margot!
Polo.
She just said Polo.
I did.
I think I said Marco.
No, I knew you said Margot. Where'd she go?
Who?
Margot. Is she there?
Yeah. Perfect. All right, ladies. So I will put in the email. I really would like everyone to up into, where did I put it again? This here, and update your information, because it will really help me know what you need help with it. And I did it in alphabetical order just because I figured it was easier to do that by first name so you can find yourself. Kim, if you want to be added to it, I can definitely do that. And you can, any of your coaches that join that want to be added to it as well, we can do that because we can definitely help you with support of a tracking system as well. So.
Are you going to tell us how we can get you guys to pay for our ticket to New York?
Yeah, not
So?
today. I planted the seed today.
So how? How?
Planted the seed today. You need to think about that. All right.
All right.
Okay. So everyone have a great Sunday, and we will chat with you this week. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, ladies. Bye.
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 Bye.